look at this sticker sandwich. Num num. Hey guys, welcome back to Gem and Cozy. We are going to pack a 91 item order for Glenda together. They actually made a second order since this order came in 10 days ago. So we're going to combine the two gigantic orders for Glenda, the stationery good witch. I recently had a launch on Friday and they actually placed a second order. So we're going to combine those two orders and I'm going to bring you guys along to show you how I pack large orders. And ooh, I just opened my blinds and we're getting some rainbows in here from my sun catchers. I love seeing where they land because depending on the time of day, they shift. So really early in the morning, they're up against this back wall. And then as the day continues, it shifts downward like this. So pretty. Poor Sappy is so sad. Whenever my boyfriend leaves, she's like just waiting for him restlessly. So I asked if she wanted to go on a walk, but she's not feeling it. So she's just waiting here and I can totally tell she's waiting on my boyfriend to come back. Poor baby. For orders this big, I always like to print out the packing slip so that I can use it as a little checklist to make sure that I packed everything correctly. I folded this top part so that you guys can't see Glenda's address, and Shopify just prints everything in order for me, and it just tells me the quantity and has the little picture as well as the name of the product. In addition to that, I have been working on trying to kind of make inventory a little bit more organized, and my boyfriend, thank goodness for him, he found out a way to add the bin numbers. So it helps with the organization and it's not perfect, but basically you can go into the system and add whatever bin number you want for your setup. So my boyfriend's so much more organized than me. He was like, this is chaos. We need to organize all the sticky notes and put numbers on it. So this shelf is shelf 1, which is why it says 01. And then this shelf is 2. Some of the numbers are not correct anymore because I ran out of space. But overall, if my boyfriend or my sister is helping me pack, they can help find the sticky notes much more quickly because of the bin number system. I don't have bin numbers for the stickers just because we don't really have a system for the madness yet, and the stickers shift around. I don't really know what's the best way to put like numbers in the front of these bins because you can't see the back ones anyway. So I'm still kind of thinking about it, and also I kind of like moving things around as the inventory shifts. So that's me and my chaos, but a lot of people have been telling me maybe you should put a bin number here and then it would kind of count for the 10 in that row. But we'll see. I haven't figured it out yet, and the organizing has always just been a lot harder for me because I feel like my workload between the drawing and the producing, like just putting the files together for print and quality checking, takes up so much time. So I feel like all the bigger projects like this always end up on the back burner, and that's why my boyfriend ends up organizing more things, which is really funny because I feel like in my day-to-day life I'm a really organized person, but when it comes to my business I feel like I just never have time to get to do all this stuff. This is cracking me up thinking about how there are some people who have these like necklaces that hold your phone around your neck so that you can walk around and show people what's in front of you. Maybe I should get one of those. I would look ridiculous, but that actually might help me with these style packing videos. Something I would love to change about the invoices that Shopify prints is that I wish they had the total amount of products in the order listed at the top of the invoice, the way that it shows up on the actual like order count for the website. So I just showed you guys how it says like 91 items. That doesn't show up on the packing slip, and I really wish it did because I like to have that as like a double check method. So I always have to go back and count everything and then look at the screen. Oh, before I forget, the You're Unbelievable is March's freebie sticker. So if you place an order in March, you're going to get one of these babies for free. But a lot of people like to pick them up as extras. So I have learned to just make them available immediately because everyone always asks, can I order more? And then I'm like, oh, I didn't know you would want that. There's some stuff that I'm just always like, oh, you guys surprise me. Like I forget that people may want additional stickers for like friends or family. Totally got sidetracked there. I also realized that this flip off has a bit of a Sailor Moon vibe to it. I can't quite explain it, but it's like something with the hearts and the colors. Because initially I was definitely leaning into Lisa Frank when I was drawing this dolphin, but whenever I look at it, it also makes me feel very Sailor Moony. Okay, let me get back on topic. So I wish that the order count also showed up on the invoice because it would be so much easier to have that as a reference when I'm adding up all of these with just the paper invoice. But since it doesn't list that on the paper and only on my like Shopify account, I always have to go back and forth like visually and kind of go up and down to look at the screen as well as the paper invoice, which is kind of frustrating because I feel like that's such an easy thing that Shopify can add. And they use their own language, so it's not like a software, and like it's not a language that other people in software development would know. It's not like Python or something or JavaScript or something. It's their own language. So I've tinkered with the stuff. Good choice of word. The codes, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I have to just research how to add things, change templates, all of the above. And I always feel kind of magical and amazing when I do stuff like that because it really shows me how if I care enough about something and I really like put my head into like focusing on something, you can do things that you never thought you'd be capable of doing. So whenever I go in and edit like little email templates and stuff on Shopify, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I a genius? You know that feeling. Okay, so here's what it looks like just from getting one page of stickers. And I checked everything off, but later I have to double check everything. So I keep the pages and the stickers separate. It's a little tricky when the pages have a mixture of stickers and sticky notes, because that's going to be a pretty big pile. It's going to be hard for me to carry my phone for the sticky notes, you guys. So I'll just chat with you all while I bring everything over. They got the wood dragon. Glenda always picks up so many goodies, and I'm just so grateful because seriously, my printer decided to get chatty. It's really wild to me every time I get an order that's big. It just surprises me every time. Even though I've been doing this for so many years, I feel like it just feels brand new when someone shows up and says, I love your work. I, bought a bunch of stuff to share with my coworkers or my family and friends, and it's just so special every time. That part never gets dull and never feels old. That kind of feeling just keeps me going. So thank you so much to everyone, like even you guys just showing up for these videos. I had to step away to give my dog a walk, so sorry if there's a disconnect here with my, cadence voice. I don't even remember what I was talking about because my boyfriend got home and then Safi was like, I'm ready for the walk, so we just got back. Oh, I think I remember what I was saying. I was saying how cool it is that people place orders like this, that people are connected to my art in this way. I genuinely did not know what I was getting into when I decided to make stickers. I remember kind of joking about how fun and cool it would be to be able to do this full time because I had watched videos of other creators doing stuff like this, like making stickers from home and having like a greeting card business or a sticker business, and I honestly just never really knew what went into it and just imagined the life that it kind of came with. It sounded really fun to get to sit there and pack different orders. So I think I sort of like romanticized that idea a little bit, but I don't think I ever went into making stickers thinking like this is my dream job and I absolutely want to do this. It was more so a hobby that kind of just continued to grow, and I think because of that it was full of surprises, things I really was not expecting, especially from like the business end of things. So it has been quite the learning journey. Glenda also left me a note saying their birthday was March 15th. Oh, look how sweet this is. I genuinely wish I could express the joy I experience using and gifting everything from your shop. Oh my gosh, that's the nicest thing ever. Happy birthday, Glenda. It's actually 2 days after your birthday now, but I hope you had an amazing birthday. Now we finished packing order number 1. So let's move on to order number 2 and pack it all together. I'm going to bring you guys along for this part because they actually picked up most of my new stickers. So the circling back to your ducking nonsense, they picked up 6 of these, which is incredible. And the funniest part about this is that Glenda works in HR, so I just think that's so funny. That's going to probably like possibly coworkers. We got some of the guinea pigs, and this is part of Stationery Club for this month, so Glenda is actually going to get the set for Stationery Club as well, and I get to combine it with their orders since the timeline just kind of works out for me to ship everything together. They got 4 of the Adulting is Soup and I Am Fork, which is also the other sticker for Stationery Club. I'll show you guys in a second. So we got that. Let's see, 6 of the sticky notes to match. I have run out of space for the sticky notes. So a lot of my designs are kind of like tiered where I have a design in the front and then a different design in the back. Kind of just running out of space over here. So let me see what they got. I was looking for the circling back, but okay, so they got 3 of the Nugs Not Drugs, 1 of the emotional support pickles. So let me get 3 of the Nugs Not Drugs down here. These are new, so I'm excited to show you guys all the new stuff. I've been wanting to make a Nugs Not Drugs sticky note for the longest time, and it just took years to format the design, which is so silly. The circling back ducky is on the other side. It's a shelf that's like half used. I have some stuff here, some stickers up here, and then I have the printer and the Cricut here, so it's kind of a hot mess, but that's basically why you guys never see the shelf. 1 extra guinea pig sticky note, and Glenda picked out a bunch of the new keychains. They got the Booberry, the Burnt Out But Still Optimistic, they got 2 of the Horrors Persist, and 1 of the I'm a Ray of Ducking Sunshine ones. Wait, holy crap, Glenda, you actually got 2 of the Burnt Outs and also another This Is Bushy, which was on the next page. So this is the full Stationery Club set. This is the art print for March, Adulting is Soup and I Am a Fork. This is the matching sticker. I had to reformat the design because I felt like it took me forever to figure out how to place the words and the stars to make the shape of the sticker look okay. It looked really weird at first. It was like this, so it kind of tapered down into like an upside down triangle, and it just looked really narrow. I just couldn't figure it out, guys. It took me so long to figure out the placement, how to decorate the bowl. I wasn't sure if I wanted flowers or what color I wanted. Initially, the soup was not even in here. It was like in here. And then my sister was like, why don't you try putting it on the actual bowl? And I was like, wait, that's such a great idea. So it's gone through many, many evolutions. And then once I tried to turn it into an art print, I realized that this format just didn't look right on an art print because, again, it's narrow. So then I had to draw it a plate and move the wording so that it looked more balanced, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. but it did really, I guess, kind of make me realize that I have so much more to learn when it comes to drawing and design, especially since I don't have any kind of formal education when it comes to art and design. So sometimes I run into these little hiccups where I'm like, I don't know how to format this. Like, I kind of just know what looks good to me and what doesn't. But that definitely was such a struggle. I've been working on that soup for months now. Like, I've had to work on it and then put it to the side, come back to it like a month later. It's just been an ongoing thing since like last year. I think I started towards the end of last year, and I was like, this is not coming together, and it's frustrating. So I'm so glad that I was able to kind of just push through and finally finish it, because it was one of those projects where like I felt like I got closure from it coming together and seeing how it finally turned out. So I'm very excited. Rambled. This is the other design. It's a guinea pig garden, and this is the original acrylic painting, and then I turned it into a stamp sticker. So if you look closely at it, you can actually see all the textures of the canvas and the paint still on the design. That's one of my favorite parts of reformatting other media art into stickers. I love keeping the textures. So you'll find that pretty often, because although most of my art is digital, for example, the Peachy Boo that Glenda picked up multiple designs of, that is all the original texture of the acrylic paint. And then I did have to remove it off the ghosty because it just looked a little bit too busy on the white. Like, it kind of looked almost dirty because the texture didn't look right on a white ghost. So I did remove it off of his body, but you can see it on the peaches, and I love that. I also do my best to experiment with textures in digital art too. So this is all digital art, but I feel like it has like a watercolor touch to it, which I really, really love. So I'll play around with all the brushes to get like more of a pencil effect or a watercolor effect. I kind of just tinker and play with everything. So that was really fun. I did have to like design this background to kind of look okay with the acrylic details, and I had to basically cut this part and then this part and this part separately, and then like glue it all together digitally, which I've never done. So I think it turned out pretty good considering I didn't really know what I was doing. So there's a little behind the scenes on that. Packed everything up for Stationery Club, sealed with a little cactus, a cactus kiss, and now I can pack everything. This was the last page for Glenda. They picked up a You're Killin' It art print, another Celestial Boho plant sticker sheet. I noticed they got a lot of extras of designs they already picked up in their first order, and we'll put that all together. For the art prints, I usually use a piece of recycled cardboard or chipboard, or like a piece of cardstock, just to give it a little structural integrity. But since Glenda's order is big enough that I'm going to have to pack everything into a box, I'm not too concerned with the structure of this art print because it's gonna be in a box and not an envelope. So this is good. This order has, let's see, so this second order was 41 items. Oh my gosh, that's incredible, because the first one was 91. Whew. Okay, so let's do a count. Since I used the packing slip, now I can count everything separately because I've already cross-checked everything per page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $41. Perfect. None of these are peeled, so there is a little seal on them, which is why you can see a little bit of like scruffy stuff on the side, and those have to be peeled off on both sides before you can really see the beauty of the charm, because otherwise it'll look a little bit like foggy. so this one, I think I peeled it already. So I'll write a note on that one. Some of them I had to peel just for quality assurance because I couldn't tell if it was scratched on the surface or scratched underneath, and those are the ones I had to peel just in case. Okay, so all of this is good. Let's go ahead and put it in a bag. And Glenda's gonna get the freebie. And I do want to add some other freebies, but Glenda has all of my stickers already. I'm gonna add some extra special ones. My little cockatiel stamp that's not in stock right now. Same with the little baby mini duck. Some watercolor cuties as a special thank you. These sticky notes. A snail mail seal. Okay, so that's order number 1. Let's move on to order number 2. So this one has to be 91 items. And again, I already cross-checked everything, but let me just sort through and organize this to make sure everything's good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's page 1. Okay. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. So I sorted it in the order of each page, so that way when I'm double checking, I can actually go down the list again. Makes it a little easier. Glenda picked up all of my Monstera goodies. Monsteras are one of my favorite plants, so I'm kind of obsessed with drawing them, even though people are probably like, what is this? So I Believe in You is a Monstera. This is a Celestial Monstera. And then I guess they got those in order, and then they got my succulents. That one's good. And that was the last one on the page, which made the count 91. So for Glenda, they're gonna get the birthday ghostie, another freebie because it's 2 separate orders. And then I can use that bag. Oh my gosh, look at this pile of stickers. Oh yeah, look at this sticker sandwich. Nom nom. There's that. I'm gonna send Glenda an extra sheet of stickers. I almost said sticky notes. They are amazing and they're always buying so many things, supporting. So I think this will be nice because if they use it for gifts and stuff, they can add these to cards or, you know, cut them and share them. Freebie too. Because if I use a certain type of pen, my handwriting is so much neater. But it's also because I feel like I'm writing fast. Okay, that is part 2 of Glenda's order. I just weighed everything and it's 1 point. Oh, they also picked up the My Give a Ducks Are on Vacation t-shirts. Let me show you what that looks like. They got this pink one, so cute. And I think they got the I am going to recycle one of my boxes, throw in some origami stars. Let's seal this baby up. I can't wait to ship this out to you. I hope you enjoy, and thanks so much. So that's how I pack a really big order for my stationery shop, Gem & Cozy. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see that's behind the scenes for me running my stationery shop, and I'll see you guys next time.